I just found 47 untapped keyword opportunities in 8 minutes. 3 years ago, this same research would have taken me 3 full days and I probably would have missed half of team. Look, I am not here to tell you AI is going to replace SEO studies on that you will rank number 1 overnight. But if you are still doing keyword research in the 2023 way, in 2026, you are basically showing up in the car race on a bicycle. I am Bisho and today I am walking you through my exact AI-powered SEO research process. The same system I use for client project at Maxbe Marketing and the one that helped me identify content gaps that tripled organic traffic for 3 different websites in the last 6 months. And here's the thing, this is not about replacing your brain with ChatGPT. It's about using AI as a research assistant that never gets tired, never misses patterns and actually helps you think more better. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you will have a complete framework you can implement today. Let me take you back in 2023. I am still in my room at Dinasur at 2 am. Spreadsheet open, manually sorting through hundreds of keywords from Ahrefs. I am cross-refreshing search volumes, competition score, trying to figure out search intent by opening 10 tabs per keyword. My eyes are burning, my brain is mashed, and I am thinking there has to be a better way. Here's the reality most SEO tutorials would not tell you. Traditional keyword research is not wrong, it's just brutally insufficient. You are spending 80% of your time on data generating and only 20% on actual strategic thinking. And that's backwards. When I started in digital marketing back in December 2023, literally knowing nothing, just a curious kid watching YouTube videos, I thought SEO was about finding secret keywords nobody else know about. I wasted months chasing that maths, then I learned the truth. SEO research is not about secret, it's about speed, pattern, recognition and connecting dots faster than your competition. That's why AI changed everything. But not the way most people think. Most creators are using ChatGPT to generate keyword list and calling it a day. That's like buying a Ferrari and only driving it in the first gear. The real power? Using AI to think with you, not for you. Alright, let's get into the actual system. I call this the ACRS Framework. Analyze, cluster, refine. Strategy 1, phase 1, analyze, understand, search intent at scale. First, I start with a seed keyword, let's say email marketing for small business. Here's what I used to do. Manually check the top 10 results, make notes, guess intent. Here's what I do now. I feed ChatGPT a specific prompts. I say, analyze the search intent behind email marketing for small businesses. Give me the primary intent category to what problems the searcher is trying to solve. 3. 5 specific sub-questions that likely have. And 4. The content format that's would best serve this intent. In 30 seconds, I get a structured breakdown that would have taken me 30 minutes before. But here's the key, and this is where my marketing background kicks in. I don't just accept what AI tells me. I verify. I'm thinking like a diagnostic mechanic. AI gives me a symptoms, but I need AI to check under the hood. I take those 5 sub-questions and run them through Answer the Public or also asks.com to see if real people are actually asking for those things. This is the combination that works. AI for speed, human verification for accuracy. Phase 2, cluster. Finding content gaps in your competitors' maze. Now, here's what it gets interesting. I take that initial analysis and I ask ChatGPT, based on those sub-questions, create a semantic keyword cluster, including primary keywords, supporting keywords and LSI terms. Then identify which angles are overstated and which are underexposed. This is gold because remember, ranking is 2026 is not about signal, it's about single keyword, it's about tropical authority. Google wants to see that you understand an entire subject area, not just in the narrow sense. I recently did for a client in the productivity software niche. ChatGPT identified that while project management tools was structured project management for neurodiverse terms at almost zero quality content. We create a comprehensive guide on that angle. Within 3 weeks, it was ranking page on for 12 related terms we did not even target directly. That's the power of cluster thinking. But here's my pro tip. I also use a tool called clear scope or surfer SEO alongside ChatGPT. AI gives me the creative angles, SEO tools give me the quantitative data. Together, that's where magic happens. Phase 3, refine. Creating content briefs that actually work. Okay, so now I have my cluster. Now what? That is where most people jump straight into writing. Big mistake. I create what I call an AI assistant content brief. I ask ChatGPT create an outline for an article on the specific topic. It can be anything. Include recommend headlines based on search analytics, question to answer in each section, primary and secondary keywords to include naturally, and the optimal content length based on computer analysis. Then this is critical. I manually review the top 5 ranking articles myself. Why? Because AI can identify patterns, but it cannot tell you why particular articles resonates emotionally with readers. That's a human element you can't escape. I'm looking for what tone works, what examples land, and what format keeps readers engaged. Then I feed those insight break to ChatGPT and ask it to refine the brief based on what I found. It's a conversion, not a command. Remember when I told to you about my failed wilderness CPR project back in 2023, I thought means something critical. You can have a perfect data and still fail if you don't understand what people actually when they search. AI gives you the data, you provide the empathy. Final phrase, deciding what to create first. I export my entire keyword cluster into a spreadsheet, usually 50 to 100 keywords at this point. Then I use ChatGPT for prioritization. I paste the list and ask prioritize those keywords based on 1. Likelihood of ranking, clustering domains authority of 30, 2. Commercial intent, 3. Topical potential, and 4. Content difficulty. Give me a score system. ChatGPT create a waste scoring model in the seconds. But here's where I did my twist. I also factored in my something I call authority building potential. Some keywords might have lower traffic but help establish your expertise in a way that supports higher value content layer. That's strategic thinking AI alone can't do. Then I take my top 10 priorities and do a final check. With a tool like SEMrush or SF to facilitate the data, that's entire process from set keyword to prioritize content calendar. Takes me about 90 minutes now. Before AI, that was a full week of work. Minimum. Let me break it down. Actual tool stick because I know someone going to ask primary AI engine. ChatGPT, I have the paid version. Yes, it's worth it. The reasoning capabilities in GPT-4 and 5 is significantly better for complex analytics. SEO data tools I rewrite between SF, SEMrush, and Oversuggest depending on what the project is has strength. Content optimization, clear scope for comprehensive briefs, surfer SEO for on-page optimization. Free tools I use, Answer the Public, also Arcs.com, Google Search Console obviously, and Keywords Everywhere browser extension. I also use Perplexity AI sometimes as secondary research engine. It's fantastic for finding recent data and strategic that ChatGPT might miss because of its knowledge cut off. Total monthly cost for this stack around $180 for each beginner. For a beginner, you could get 80% of those results with just ChatGPT plus $12 a month and free tools. I am serious, the system matters more than the tools. Real quick, 3 mistakes I see consistently. Mistake 1. Trusting AI blindly. ChatGPT can be quantified wrong. Always verify critical data. I once had it told me a keyword had a low competition that turned out to be dominated by Fortune 500 companies. Always cross-check. Mistake 2. Forgetting about user experience. You can have perfect SEO and still lose to if your content stack or to rate. AI helps you research, but you can need to make it human. And stories, examples, personality. Mistake 3. Skipping the manual review. The top ranking articles exist for a reason. Study them and learn from them. AI cannot replace that cognitive intelligence. Remember, AI is your research assistant, not your replacement. Look, here's the truth. AI has not made SEO easier. It's made it faster. That means the people who combine AI's speed with strategic human thinking are going to dominate. The people who just blindly follow AI outputs, they are going to produce medical content at scale, which is somehow worse than producing medical content slowly. If you are not competing against AI, you are competing against people who are use AI better than you do. So here's what I want you to do. Pick on keyword you have been meaning to target. Take it through this ACRS framework today, just on, see what happens. And here's my promise. If we actually implemented this system, not just watch this video and move on, but actually do the work, you will find content opportunities in your competitors are missing. I am not saying you will rank number 1 tomorrow. I am saying you will have a strategic advantage. If you found this video valuable, do me a favor, hit the like button. Not for the algorithm, okay, maybe a little for the algorithm, but because it tells me you are going to more content like this. Real strategies, no fluff. Subscribe if you want to see more honest breakdowns of what actually works in digital marketing in 2026. And drop a comment below what's your biggest SEO research challenge right now. I read every single ounce and your question shape what I create next. I am Bisho. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next on